Let's welcome in with camp happening for the Patriots. It all begins next week. I know people are already in town. I saw that Drake May was in town as well. But joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub, Patriots safety Josh Minkins joining us here on the Sports Hub. Josh, welcome in. I'm Joe Murray. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, John, I got to tell you off the bat, I'm familiar with your work, my man. I know you were at Louisville, but last year, big game against Pitt, and first quarter, who's the guy who makes a big play in the back of the end zone there? Josh Minkins. So when I heard it's Josh Minkins joining the show tonight, I was like, oh, that guy's a baller. So I'm gonna put respect on your name, my man. You were a great college player.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
So camp's opening up. Obviously, maybe you didn't know this, but historically, undrafted free agents have success with the Patriots. So I'm going to ask you, is that something that, was mentioned to you about an opportunity to play? And, I guess I have to ask, what has it been like, your introduction to the Patriots and to the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, just like from the start, like Coach Vrabel and them, they were like, man, we like you, man. We really want you to be here. And like, it's a great opportunity for you. It's a good fit for you. So, off the bat, kind of after the draft, I kind of was like, man, I'm just going ahead and, sign with them. And then like from them, it's just been a great, opportunity for me. Like, I just love the staff. I love the team. I love the atmosphere. I just love, Foxborough, just like basically just the tradition of like just the Patriots and stuff. So it's been good. I've just been trying to just stay level headed, man, and just keep working, man. That's all. And just seize the opportunity I got ahead of me. So yeah,
I think there's a big opportunity for you. Kyle Duggar and Jabrill Peppers have been with the team now for a couple of years. Two heavy hitters, right? Guys with cred. I'm sure you've seen Jabrill Peppers. You must. What was it like, by the way, seeing him on the field and being like, that guy's a man? I'm just curious what your initial reaction was.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up watching Jabrill, and like just seeing him at Michigan and now being his teammate and just being able to learn from him, man, like just soaking in the game that he's kind of, just putting out there and stuff to me. Like it's definitely a big help. And, just seeing him now, it's like, dang, like, I mean, I grew up watching you. So it's definitely, one of the things that's surreal for me. But, he's one of them guys that, he just brings energy and, he's a guy you want in the room with you. So I'm excited to be able to work with him.
Just talking about the room there. Like Jalen Hawkins had a nice little addition to the team last year. Another rookie's coming in, and Craig Woodson, who was drafted in the 4th round. I know you're going to be tied at the hip with him and competing as well. Brendan Schooler, right, with the great hair. But Del Pettis, another undrafted kid, made the team last year. Good player. Talk about some of these guys that you're competing with.
Yeah, I mean, there's just like I look at it like just one of the things where it's like I don't really see, competition is that. I mean, we're all going for the same goal, and that's to make the roster and stuff. But as far as that, like these are all guys that are just they're down to earth dudes, man. They're all there to we're all there for one goal, and that's to win, and just make each other better at the end of the day. But I'm just a rookie that's just soaking it all in from the guys, and I try to take as much as I can from them and stuff. So that's really my biggest thing is just take as much as I can from them and really just seize the opportunity that I got ahead of me. But they're all good guys to be around, and I'm excited to be in the room with them.
Well, it was reported today that Drake May is already there. You've been in practice. You've been in some of the drills. What are some things that you're seeing from him? And what's the difference, I guess, so far at camp between the college and the NFL game?
Yeah, I mean it's like a lot faster, I would say, just the game and stuff. A lot of stuff's mental too, but like Drake, man, he makes plays, every day in practice and stuff, and like he's not scared to take a risk. And I think now, like with us being in training camp and stuff like that, it's the time to get the mistakes and stuff out. So it might be a play where we might make a play on the ball or make a great play. Like the guys, on our defense, like we have a good defense. So I would say like it tests them a lot, but just being there, being around them, and just seeing them, come from college now and then being go against them in practice, man, it's definitely a surreal opportunity. It's surreal. So I'm just looking forward to it to just keep competing and keep working with them guys.
All right, we'll talk with Patriot safety Josh Minkins here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Camp is opening up. I'm sure you're going to be one of the big favorites. I'm glad we had you on here. But let's just talk about your roots a little bit. You played at Louisville. You were a standout. You're from there. You played 4 years there. I was kind of curious. Did you overlap with Deion Branch during your time there?
Yeah, so Deion Branch played with my dad back in like '99 or what was that? Probably like 2001. So him and my dad were kind of cool. They're real cool with each other. But he actually coached the bowl game when we played in Boston at Fenway. So to get him that first win as a head coach was like crazy. And then he kind of stepped down a little bit and did like a player development role. But now he's a wide receiver coach. So that's like my uncle. So I kind of keep a relationship with him. I keep in touch with him. So yeah, I have.
Well, Super Bowl MVP. Let's put respect on his name
Yeah.
as well. But what has he told you anything about? Maybe even Mike Vrabel, who he played with, and just being a Patriot. Has he given you any insight?
Yeah, like he told me before, like, just when I was going through the process, I told him I talked to Coach Vrabel and stuff. And then now, like, I kind of talked to him. And he's just like, man, like, you're going to love it out there. He kind of just installed into me kind of the tradition of just like the Patriots way and stuff like that. But just having that, that kind of the resource in your corner, it helps out a lot. And it's real, like, a bonus in a sense. But, I kind of talked to him here and there and just asked him, like, here's how it's going and stuff. But he always vouches about Coach Vrabel and how much of a good guy he is. So, yeah.
Oh, that's great. And listen, Deion Branch is beloved here. He had multiple stops in New England, by the way.
Yeah.
Here, came back. He's beloved here. And I remember that. I remember he became the coached that bowl game for you. So you played 4 years at Louisville, and a lot of the college athletes now, they get that extra year, right? That graduate year. Were you recruited by Scott Satterfield? Well, what happened? How did you end up in Cincinnati?
At Louisville, I'm grateful for my time there. It was a great opportunity to play in front of my hometown. But all things kind of come to an end at that time, and I really kind of reevaluated like my career at the time, and just kind of just figured like what is the best for me and the best of my family and stuff. So Satterfield, like he was in my ear. Like my DC was there before, but he had left. But Satterfield was like, man, we still want you here. It's a great opportunity for you. And like I just kind of just took that and ran with it. I was going to West Virginia at first, but after like consideration, I was like, wasn't really sure if I wanted to go there. But after thinking and stuff like that, I'm glad I made the decision to go there because everything worked out and it got me to where I am now. So I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity. So
yeah, you played in multiple. This is why I think you're an attractive, prospect. You've played at multiple schools. You played in multiple conferences. I know the Big 12. You had you turned heads. I watched, man. Your pro day, you turned a lot of heads that day, man. And now you got a great journey. And just looking at it here, you sound excited. I'm happy for you, my man. I think this is a great opportunity for you. But I just wanted to let you know, in studio right now, we have a flag football going on. I believe it's the women's flag football that's happening right now. And I know you just hosted a camp in Louisville back home, July 5th weekend. You had over 500 campers there. Can you just tell us a little bit about your community efforts and what you've done with flag football? And just, it sounds like you got proclaimed the Josh Minkins Jr. Day on July 5th in your hometown. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been doing the camp for about 4 years now. I kind of just like we really just don't really, it's boys and girls. So I kind of just keep the ages 5 to 17. I want to get as many kids as I can out there to get out between, just to be around some of my good friends and my family and stuff like that, and some of the guys that have made it to a certain point in their careers. But I mean, it's just one of the things where like when you get to a certain point, a lot of people look up to you and stuff like that. So just being at the level I am now, I think it attracts more kids and stuff, and they look at like oh, they can do it, and I just motivate them to go out there and just work hard and just have fun with it at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, football is about having fun. If you're not having fun with it, why are you doing it? So I just kind of just keep that installed in their head, like, man, you got to have fun with it. So I try to keep them in an environment where it's a family and friend environment for me, and like just having all my friends and my family out there, I think that's the biggest thing for me. And then having all the kids come out, and I had the mayor come out too, and like you said, he had the day for me and stuff. So that was just a blessing to be able to have that. So I'm just grateful for everything, man. I just try to give back as much as I can to my community.
Dude, and you could do it here, man. I'm telling you, there's so much outreach that you could do in the community here. The Patriots do a lot. I'm sure you'll be a part of it. Just so for our listeners, camps next week, there'll be preseason games, etc. What number will you be donning for the Patriots?
I'll be wearing number 16 this year.
Oh, so I should let you know about this. So we're the flagship of the New England Patriots. So I work all the post games. So when if you're driving home, it's going to be me giving the analysis on the game. But the guy who calls the games here His name is Scott Zolak. He does
Okay.
our midday show, played quarterback for the Patriots during Drew Bledsoe's era. He wore number 16. So I'm going to have to pass that message along and have him come by and say hello. But yeah, he works here at the station, is our broadcaster, wore number 16, man. So you got yourself a solid number.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm grateful, man. I'm just, happy to be, a Patriot, man. I'm looking forward to it.
So what do you like about the air? Has anybody told you anything about New England or Boston? Have you gone to any restaurants? Where are you going while you're here at this point?
I've been to a few spots. I went to Smith and Walensky.
Oh,
That was a spot I went to. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm a big seafood guy, so like just being around Boston, that area and stuff like that. I actually had my first taste of clam chowder. When was that? In 2022. So like I've been kind of trying that out. Different seafood spots. But I've been to Smith and Walensky. I think that was the most like known spot I've been to out here. But I'm a big food guy, so I'm gonna try some different spots when I come back.
oh, dude, they're a partner of ours. So yes, great steak over there. So the chowder.
Yes.
Have you had a lobster from New England yet? Any Maine lobster? Yeah, I don't know if you said you're a seafood fan.
Yeah, I did. So I had a few lobster tails. I'm a big lobster tail, crab legs
Yeah.
guy, stuff like that. I'm a shellfish guy, so yeah, man. I tried a few of them, so I love it.
What's the biggest thing in Louisville? Like what do people go to Louisville for to eat? Where would you tell them to go?
I would say, I mean, you got Jeff Ruby's out here. I think that's a kind of a Midwest kind of spot. I mean, Ruth Chris is out here.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a few other spots. They got a Capital Grill. I mean, there's a couple of spots, but I don't know. We really kind of have a unique like thing because a lot of the places are like we have like their own like Louisville owns like places, but like Louisville's known for a lot of stuff that people don't know that they're known about, like the Derby and stuff. I mean, a lot of people come here for that, so it attracts a lot of tourists and things. But food spot, I don't know. I would say probably them three, probably the three most that stand out to me. Honestly, I don't know.
When you walked into Gillette, did you look at the past championships? Did you think of Tom Brady? Does the history? I know you're excited to play here and you're worried about this year, but did you get any of that nostalgia from the past and the success?
Yeah, because I mean, I grew up like just like watching, Tom Brady, Randy Moss, the era and stuff like that, and seeing them win all the Super Bowls and stuff, and like now it's like when you get to actually be there, it's like it's a real feeling. It's like, dang, I'm really here. But like we're trying to get back to that point, of just like the winning tradition. So I think like Coach Brady want to have a good plan for us this year and stuff. So our goal this year is just to take it game by game and just win. Like we just got to win, and we'll get what we need to get out the season this year. So not trying to look too far ahead, but just the goal is to win and to win a Super Bowl. So we want to get that back to, Gillette.
You got well. Hey, listen, I've told you this for I think it's like a 20-year run now. Undrafted free agents have made the team for the Patriots, and I think you got a greatest shot as just as anyone, man. And you're a big boy, 6'2", over 200 pounds. Are you strong? Are you should I call you defensive back, Josh Minkins? Can you play all over?
Yeah, I mean, I can move around. I mean, I'm playing safety right now, so we got just got to just go out there and just do my job, man. And I'm just what I'm asked to do, I'm gonna go out there and do it. I'm one of the guys that just want to just go out there and work. So the opportunity's ahead of me, so I'm looking forward to seize the opportunity.
You got it, Josh. When does everything get going for you?
Oh, so we leave tomorrow. I'll be there Friday. Well, tomorrow, and then we start Saturday and stuff, and then the vets come in a couple of days after that. So ready to go.
It all begins next week. Josh, love your story, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. Number 16 in your program. He's Josh Minkins, college star, Louisville's own. I'm going to come by and say hello to you when I go down to camp. I'm going to tell Zoe that you got number 16, my man. Best of luck to you. And again, great work in the community, in your own community. And I wish you the best this year with the Patriots.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me, man.
You got it. He's Josh Minkins, everybody. Number 16 for the Patriots.